so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something.
What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Once again, it's another show of Herd Talk, and you heard it here first, man. This is your coach, man. Once again, man, I'm solo dolo. Just talking and recapping last week and this upcoming week, man. Big week for us, man. After a big letdown week for us. And so, but yeah, we here once again, man, out after another week of football, man. We went down to Horn Lake and had a tough matchup with the East Memphis 49ers. Shout out to those guys that came in, man. Short-handed team. And they edged out a victory on us, man, 20-12. Tried to make a late rally once again and fell short. Started off slow with bad turnovers, bad decision-making, things of that nature, man, and all the way around, and we fell short, once again. And so putting ourselves in a tight spot, I can tell you that much. And so we got to hopefully try to bounce back, man, this upcoming week, man. We got to try to bounce back. We have a big rivalry game in the division, man, and we got to go see those. We got to go see those Knights. They edged out the victory in the first one in overtime. We got to see if we can return the favor, on their home field. And so let's see what we're gonna do about that, man. We had some bright spots, with the previous games that we played, and we was hoping going into this Memphis game, man, that we would be a little bit better organized, more focused, and things of that nature. But we fell short. I can't make any excuses on a lot of things. I can bring up a lot of other stuff, but me, myself, I don't like to blame anything, other than us not executing the way we should execute to win games. I don't like excuses. Excuses are for people who already think they're going to lose anyway, or they just want to they just don't have confidence. And I have a lot of confidence in this team, and I believe that we're supposed to win each week. We have the potential, we have the talent, we have everything we need to win each week. But we fell short a lot of times. And so we lost. Point blank period, we lost the game. The other team won the game. They played a better game. They played together better. They played as a team. They played as a unit. Even in their tough moments, they didn't get up on each other. They didn't point any fingers, anything like that. Those guys fought. That young team fought together. And so I have to do nothing but salute those guys and things of that nature. So, hey, it is what it is, man. And, we got to just pick ourselves up off the ground, learn from it, and hopefully grow and come back stronger this upcoming week. And so, like I said, it's a big week for us. And so we want to finish out the year strong, man, because there's only a few games left, and then it's the playoff time, man. And I still honestly believe this team can make some noise in the playoffs. I truly believe it wholeheartedly. So, and I think we will. And so, but we got to go out there and do it. I can talk as much as I want to talk, but until we do it on the field, it's just talk. And so I let everybody say what they want to say, and this and that nature, but I'm confident in my team. I'm confident in my guys, and, we're going to get it together, and we're going to pull it together, man, from the coaches on down to the players. Everybody that's committed in this Bison organization, we're going to work together, and we're going to finish it out. Those who aren't, hey, you can be where you want to be. Because we're going to ride together all the way out, despite, our fumbles and stuff like that, fumbling in the bag and things of that nature, And so, with that being said, in this game of football, a coach posted in the group a great message that's probably in almost every locker room in football, from little league to high school, where I put high school to college to the pros. It said losers, get together in small groups and complain about the coaches and players, while winners get together with everybody and they find ways to win. And on this team, we're separating our losers from our winners. And the ones that's going to be winners is the ones that's going to be together in this Bison business, fighting together to win games. The losers are the ones that's going to show their own selves out. They're going to leave on their own, because they're probably not going to feel welcome in the end of it, just to be real with everybody. And that's probably every organization in all the semi-pro. So I don't want to make it just about this one, but I want to make it about everybody. You'll find that out about how teams are becoming winners and teams are becoming losers, about who's in and who's out. Because you can't win at a high level where not everybody bought in. Everybody has to be bought in. If a lot of people aren't bought in, you're going to have a lot of inconsistencies because you have a lot more energy spent on negativity than positivity. And so you can deal with that a little bit in youth football, but this is grown man football. So in grown man football, the business is the business at hand. We all don't have to agree on everything, but we can all agree on one thing, which is getting the job done to get that W for the game. If you can't do that, you don't need to be playing football. And it goes back to something I said before, even with constructive criticism, harsh words. If you've played any level of football, basketball, any sport where it dealt with coaches to players, trusting the process and structure, you've dealt with coaches that are going to get on your butt. They're going to just scream and yell at you. They're going to maybe be cussing at you a lot, and getting in your face and your grill about maybe the mistakes that you made that they believe you shouldn't have made, about being undisciplined, about being hard-headed, about being lazy, about any of that. And coaches are going to get on your butt. If you can't handle that, you don't need to play football. At least no organized football. Go to the park and just play throwback football. Get you a ball, a Nerf ball that's soft and cottony, probably like your heart. Get that type of ball and go play throwback football. Because out there you won't get hurt unless somebody just hit you too hard and stuff like that. And probably in that, y'all probably both be crying when y'all hit each other, But at this level of football, you got to be prepared to take that type of stuff. You got to be able to take the good with the bad and just continue to fight through it. That's how you create winners. Iron sharpens iron. The best want to be with the best. The best want to work against the best. The best don't even want to take a play off against the best because they always want to continue to compete. And so that's the big thing that always has to happen out there, man, is that everybody has to be together. And so with us in this Bison organization, me speaking on is that, we still got work in those areas. And so I don't mind talking about it because I believe, it's the game. It's all a learning process, and we all have to learn together. That's not just players. That's coaches. There's players. There's ownership. That's everybody has to work together. So that's why I don't make any excuses. We lose. We lost our games. It ain't the referees. It ain't the other team. It ain't cheating. It ain't this or that. It ain't injuries. It ain't nothing. You win, you win. You lose, you lose. I don't want to hear we won, but, or we lost, but. No, we win, we lose, we lose. That's how the game goes. If somebody says you won, then they say a but, it's probably finna be some hate behind it. That means they don't want to give you your credit for your victory. If somebody says they lost, but, then they're trying to make excuses for not getting the job done. Tell me where's the lie? There isn't one. And so, but like I said, this week, man, we fell short to the 49ers, man. They came out and executed from the start, man. We fell short, man. Turnovers, a lot of big mistakes, man, and they capitalized and they played together and they won the game, man, 20-12. And so, but the rest of the league, like I said, the rest of the league had games as well. So let me kind of run that through for you guys. Like I said, the Hurricanes, the Bayou Hurricanes, they took on the Louisiana Huskies. They won 28-6. In the convincing win. The Knights got a forfeit victory over the Panthers, 7-0. The Vipers get a win over the Kings, 20-14. Again, we lost to the 49ers, 20-12. And the Boats get a forfeit win over the Blues, 7-0. And the Wolverines get a forfeit win over the Demons. The Knights get a big victory over the Dogs, 36-0. And that's what it was for this week, man. And so a lot of big wins, a lot of tough losses. And so it's a tough league, man. It's only a couple weeks left for the playoffs, and so you got to hunker down and get tougher, man. The game should get tighter. The game should get more physical. The game should get more competitive. I mean, the best of the best should be rising up at this moment right now. That's what it's going to be about, So we're going to see who is what. Some unfortunate things happened in the league this past week. I can't speak to the reasons, but we've lost some teams due to some situations, and so now the league is a little bit shorter. And I know I want to speak to that a little bit, only a little bit, but just on a bigger picture platform as far as the league, because I want to see the league be successful. But I won't speak to the other things because I have no business with that, because I have nothing personal and I have nothing knowledge of certain things that happen. But we definitely got to get things better, man. But like I said, this Bison organization, man, like I said, I know we're growing. Crazy thing is, I was out just grabbing some fishing gear, man, because that's another thing I love to do is fish. And I was out grabbing some gear, and I met some people that knew about us. And oh, you guys, the Bisons, you coach. Oh yeah, we done heard about you, man. And and it's a good thing for the organization that our name is getting out there. And so getting some more people that want to come to our games to support. Some young guys that want to come in and build the game up and continue to grow and stuff like that, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a lot of young coachable players, man, that really want to come out and just play on the structure, man. If you ain't in high school. And you just graduated high school and you don't have a college offer, hey, Bison is where you need to come to. And so you need to come out there, man, so you can be coached, so you can kind of get that same feel as you did as you was at school. We're trying to continue to build onto our coaching staff with the right coaches in place so that we can have everything that we need to be able to teach every player what needs to be taught and build them up, man. So anybody that wants to get to the next level, where it's back to college, to get to college, to a higher level of professional ball, we want to be here to help you guys get that, and also continue to make this Bison team strong and one of the best teams around here in Mississippi and the South and the country, period. That's the goal. That's the vision. And we're just working towards to it. We didn't have some hiccups and some stumbling blocks, as you can see, because this season ain't where it's supposed to be. We had higher hopes for our record right now, but we still got a lot of time to turn it around, before this playoffs kicked off. So we just got to make those improvements and make these commitments and discipline, and we'll be all right. And so, but yeah, we got a lot of things coming in this fall as well, man. Like August 5th. I'm probably going to repeat this every week on now until the end of the season. August 5th. Just know that. Anybody. August 5th at the Mississippi School of the Blind. That Saturday. It's going down. Bring your helmet. Bring your shoulder pads. Bring your cleats. Come out there ready to work to show what you got. All positions will be competed for. Nobody walks in and gets anything. Everything is earned. Returning playmakers are coming back ready to earn and prove their worth. New guys come in and earn and prove your worth. And so that's the kind of heat we're gonna be pushing for. It ain't gonna just be ain't no buddies and this and that. We friends, and so you just get a free ride. No, you're gonna come in. You're gonna work. You're gonna prove your worth. You're gonna prove your reps on the field for how many you get. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, hey, just know you're either gonna be down the depth chart or you may not make the roster, depending on how many people come in. Hate to say it, but it's the truth. And so just be ready to work. Be ready to come in and work and prepare yourself and show what you got, man. That's every position. Quarterback on down to kicker. Every position, we're hoping to bring in competition to continue to push each other and make it better. We need to bring more coaches in to push us as coaches to make the coaching staff better. We all got to earn our keep as well. Just so y'all won't think it's one-sided, because I know a lot of people will take something and read it and half read and take something out of context. It's for all of us to earn our way and to be better, to continue to challenge yourself to be better. Because one thing I said in this one quick minute before we go to break is that, and I've said it before, if you love the game that you play, basketball, football, or whatever it may be, you're a student of the game by heart. You study the game. You work out because you want to be good. if you're a competitor, never would you come to a game and play and be out of shape, then expect to shine, then be able to complain about somebody else if you're not even in shape. You're not a true competitor. You're a capper. So we want guys in that's students of the game, true athletes, true workhorses, to put that hard hat on, man, and ready to go to war every single play. That is 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter and you ain't gassed because you're so hungry, so you want that win. Whenever you see somebody that's good on the other side of you, that the first thing in your head is, I want to go at them. I want to beat them. But we'll be right back after these messages. Y'all get my point.
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, Keepers of the Knowledge for People Who Speak the Truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippilink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Okay. All right, we're back. And so, as I was saying before the break, just about this game and being a competitor, being a true baller. Like I said, if you really love this game and you love what you do, you come out prepared all the time because you never want to get embarrassed. You want to do your best not to be embarrassed on the field or on the court or on the mound or whatever it is. Excuse me. And so I challenge everybody. I challenge myself daily. I always studying, always trying to learn this and that, always looking in the mirror and, checking and evaluating decisions that I make as a coach, wondering if it was good or this and that. Sometimes you second guess yourself, but I should never try to live in a world of second guessing because you don't get any results from that. And so, but I push myself daily to try to be the best that I can be as if I was coaching in the NFL. I know I'm not. I know this is just semi-pro. I know the middle school ball that I coach is just middle school. When I'm on the high school staff, it's just that. But I pride myself in being as good as I possibly can and learning, whether it's from older coaches, younger coaches. I try my best to listen to certain things that players say to try to understand. I try to do a good job of evaluating. I don't know it all by any means, but I know what I know, and I'm confident in what I know and what I put down as a coach. And so, and that's the same thing I expect out of every coach that's around me. I want to surround myself with great coaches. I also want to surround myself by great players, and us working together to create something beautiful, man. And so that's the same thing I expect out of my players is that you a baller and you say you a baller. Show it on the field. At this level of ball, you're not in high school anymore. You're not in youth football anymore. When you come onto a field to say that you know this and that and you didn't play this and that, I know different schools teach different things, but there's certain basics that you are supposed to know. There's certain fundamentals that you should have as a player that shouldn't have to be corrected for the most part. And there's always learning curves, and sometimes we kind of get stuck in certain ways and habits that we exemplify. We show out there on the field, and sometimes coaches have to go out and correct these things and that nature. But certain things we shouldn't have to. Now if you're new to the game and you're a prospect, it's different than teaching somebody with just like a lot of raw potential. But a person that's played this game for a long time, there are certain expectations of things that you're supposed to know as a player, especially at all these positions that you say you play. And so it's just common sense to me. And so, but now like I said, before the break, I was talking about the league and things that happened. Like we had some forfeits and we had some other things happen in the league where it was about we lost some teams due to some situations that, I can't speak to. But only thing I can say is that we lost some teams. But I know we had some situations, and I saw some conversations talking about semi-pro, and I heard some people talk about semi-pro is supposed to be a place where, for people who, if they to keep people off the streets and, from causing trouble and this and that and things of that nature. Well, I understand the sentiment of that, but that's truly not the case. Semi-pro is what it's supposed to be is semi-pro. It's not supposed to be just a place where people just come because they want to get off the streets. Semi-pro is supposed to be a level of football where men who played the game, who thrive to play the game, come and compete at a high level for possible other opportunities, or to just compete as high as they can at this level because they may be older and it might be past their time to get to these other levels. But this wasn't a place just to come because maybe you're a dope boy or this or that or this and that, and you get in trouble and I need to do something to keep off of trouble. Well, truth be told, semi-pro football is not going to stop you from getting in trouble because you only play on the field for a couple hours on a Saturday. Monday through Friday, you're not at a football practice for a semi-pro team because it's not college, it's not high school, it's not the pros. You don't work out 5 days a week. You don't have mandatory practices Monday through Friday. If you have a semi-pro team around here and you have practice through Monday through Friday, that got to be a blessing because everybody has jobs and another life. So this isn't built for that. And semi-pro is not going to stop you from getting in trouble. The same player, if you are going to get in trouble for doing something stupid, as soon as that game over, you're probably still going to do something stupid. So semi-pro isn't going to save you. What saves you is you making a change in your personal life not to be a person who wants to put himself in a situation to suffer or hurt his family or hurt somebody else. Common sense. What do you know, Coach? I don't know. Guess maybe me being the former vice lord, me being the former drug dealer, me being a former person who spent a lot of time in jail. Maybe I just know from that. I don't know. Maybe just life experience. Maybe, that's possible how I know, These things right there, tell me, I have some experience in this. At 48, finna be 49 years old this upcoming Monday, I've lived life. I'm not the oldest man in the world, but I live life. And so I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience on these life situations. I'm from a neighborhood. I'm from a home where it's just my mom and my brothers. And a lot of times mom had to work and I had to be this and that. And I had to go through and I had a lot of people and I had to follow people in the streets. And it led me down a lot of wrong paths to make a lot of big, dumb decisions in my life. And at no point in time, as much as I loved basketball and football, none of those things stopped me from doing dumb things in the streets. Because once practice was over, I still went out and did dumb things. So sports is not going to stop you from doing dumb things now. It's going to take you, no matter if you're an NFL player to somebody in little league or to a semi-pro. When it comes to making decisions about your life, it's on you. Not money, not a sport, anything is going to stop you from making those decisions, but you. You have to make the choice to do right or wrong. Point blank, period. If you say you're about that life, you're going to be about that life regardless. Because now you're going to try to live that life regardless if you're playing some semi-pro football. Because you know what happens? Another way to prove this, look what happens on Saturdays on game days with these fights and stuff happening. Guys arguing and fighting and trying to fight coaches, trying to fight teammates, trying to fight guys on other team. Guys, allegedly wanting to pull out weapons and things of that nature because somebody might have said something wrong to them. Because we're in this era of sensitive Sarahs, of these men who can't handle words and they get so sensitive about these guys who say they're ballers. But when somebody gets in their grill about a mistake, they're ready to fight and cuss and this and that and give up. I quit. I hate y'all, this and that, yada, yada, yada. Because you can't handle it. You ain't built for sports. You need to be somewhere else doing something else with your life to better your mindset so that you can make better decisions in everything in life other than playing a sport. Because obviously playing that sport still hasn't stopped you from making the dumb decisions, still hasn't stopped you from being recklessly emotional and sensitive. It hasn't stopped you from doing any of those things. So leave the sports alone. If you believe in God, go to church like I do. If you believe in something else, go sit in the corner and meditate at the moon and just look at it and hope that it talks back to you. I don't know. But find some way to channel that energy in a positive way instead of just doing something negative. Because I say this all the time for men. We're supposed to be role models, and we are role models whether we like it or not. What we see in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in these streets, with all this killing and violence and things of that nature, is an emulation of what we put down first, because these kids learn from us. So we can get mad and this and that, all this and that. It came from us, men, not women. It came from us. So I'm talking to y'all young brothers. It's 18, 19, 22, 26, 30, 36, 35, close to 40. All this stuff that's going on is us. And it's a reflection of us because we're not standing up being men. We haven't taken our neighborhoods back to be the community it's supposed to be. And I hate to be bringing that up just in this football talk, but it's just reality. And so Semi-Pro was built for competitive football players to play football at a high level until they can get to that higher level, not to babysit. Football at any level is not a daycare, maybe youth football. But this level, this is not a daycare. This is for grown men to come together and compete at a high level. That's from coaches to players. We go out there, compete in a respectful way. Whether people like each other or not, that's different. But if you come out here to play football, come out here and play football. If you're on that other stuff, just stay at home and play the Xbox. Get on the internet. Get on Call of Duty and just talk with those guys on there to get reckless. You know. Because out here, we don't need that. We're trying to change the game. We're trying to make it better. We're trying to open up different doors to give this level of football a spotlight so people can see and help people and get them to another level. If you don't want to be a part of that, don't come out here and play football. And then let me speak to another thing, because this is just for my personal opinion for leagues and things of that nature. And if anybody has a problem with it, they can always call Coach. So, again, semi-pro and football teams, to me, it's just like a youth organization. When you put a youth organization together, you want to put a team together that's going to be strong. But first and foremost, it's about the foundation of the team and the organization. And so what I'm saying is that, okay, some years ago, I started a football team. And so I went to a lot of guys that had teams before me, advice on how to put the team together. Where should I start? What league should I join? Things in that nature. Well, you should do this and that. But make sure you have this and that. Make sure you have a staff that's just as committed as you to the vision of the organization, that's going to work as hard as you. Because it ain't just about playing games on Saturday. It's about every other little thing, the finances, getting the funds together and stuff like that. It's everybody got to be committed to that, making sure that you have all your ducks in a row so that your organization don't crumble. The next step is, yes, getting players in. And so even youth level to now, semi-pro, to have a successful organization, you need to have a certain level of players. And I say this even for leagues, is that at this level of football, a football roster should be no less than 45 players strong, in my opinion, to 55. If you're sitting around with 15, 17, 19, 20, 22 players, you need to wait to start that program until you get more people in that's going to be totally committed. Because 22 players mean that you're a few injuries away from not even having enough to play. Regardless if you win a few games or not. Because winning a few games ain't what you got into this for, is it? To compete at a high level? That doesn't help the league look good, to even accept teams like that, honestly. I'm just being real with it. The best way to build teams is having a strong foundation from the staff to the roster. If you don't have that, wait until you get that all together, until you're sure of that before you start an organization. That's just my best advice. If anybody took it any other way, I'm sorry, but I'm just being real with you. Everybody has their opinions. I have mine. I'm just giving it to you. And what I think would be best for leagues. What's the use of having 5 teams in the league with 25-man rosters, and then next thing you know, they can't even sustain through a season if a few injuries happen. It just doesn't help. It's not a look good look. It doesn't help, So, sometimes less is more. But this week coming up, man, we got the Magnolia State Knights rivalry game 2, out there in Vicksburg, 3:30 Saturday. We down in the pit. Let's see if we can steal it. Bison men, it's time to go to work. Let's finish this season off strong. Let's go into this playoffs putting fear in these people's heart to let them know we still coming. Because we still here, obviously. So let's go out there and work, fellas. Let's go out there and put this work in and do what we can to turn the season around, because all it takes is a couple wins here and there, a little bit of improvement of this and that to change the season totally around. And once that playoffs start, everybody's 0-0. Records don't even matter anymore. Who you face is who you face. One game and it's over with. It's time to drop them, let them hang low. If we're going to be about it, we're going to be about it. This is the time now, Bison. Can't speak for nobody else, but I know what we want. And I know a lot of my guys, and I talk to them, they hungry. They want it. They want it. We want it all. And we're going to see after this Saturday. I'll see y'all next Thursday with the update on everything that's going down. Bison out.
Where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, and why. See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. Get on live, but that ain't my style. Now who he gonna get and what he gonna do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing this homie.